Easy, what is back, everybody? We are back with another Power Hour stream. Oh no, on YouTube. Yeah, fire. That's why we always get the YouTube ready. So appreciate everyone who's here on YouTube. Appreciate everyone who's here on the Discord. We are back with another Power Hour session, looking to catch a banger. If you are new here, welcome. I appreciate y'all for being here. If you don't know what Power Hour is, it's the last hour of the session before it closes. There's a lot of institutions who get out of their positions, and it just causes for like a lot of good end of day volatility. It was actually really ironic. I was watching you guys know Einstein of Wall Street? I should pull up the clip, but I got to meet him in Dubai. If you guys don't know him, he's the guy who looks like Einstein. He's like the longest trading guy at the New York Stock Exchange. But I got to hang out and talk to him a lot in Dubai. But I follow him. Actually, I don't think he posted it. It was from like a random clip popped up. But basically, he was talking about it, and he was on a podcast and said like, oh, like a little like sauce for some people out there who want a little something that's not just like out there is at the end of day, pay attention to the 3 o'clock candle, and then everything between that 3:30 until that 3:50 candle, you get a lot of good action. And I was like, there we go. Einstein confirmed it. Next time anyone says anything, I was just sending them that clip. The Einstein of Wall Street even stamped it. But yeah, we catch good little continuations. Obviously on days like this where we had a ton of volume. Missed out. When he's 106. I told him it's hilarious. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Let's break down what we're looking at. Obviously, NASDAQ's starting to go. We might look at something else, but going out to the 4 hour, you see that, I talked about this level because obviously we came down and held this gap very nicely, but ever since we came up to this high and rejected super hard, I mean, guys, look at obviously the bearish pressure that came in, ton of selling pressure. We even tried to accumulate a little bit more, and then this week we absolutely dumped. This morning, even just the past, right? Like you can see that New York this morning tried to push price up, took out the highs, literally last little liquidity above to push price down. If you're someone who maybe looked at the buys, like they were pretty good. Like I wouldn't be too mad at you, right? Just because we did come and sweep the Asia lows, and then obviously on like the lower time frames, we inverted back up. So these buys to the external highs up in here are very good, but you see that what happened once we took them out, literally took them out to the T and melted all the way down. So we're continuing our way down. If we go to the 4 hour, the 4 hour was just kind of flipping bearish, breaking below here. We can kind of come back out to this right here where the breakout area came, go to the 1 hour. You could see that we're just kind of breaking, falling with trend. When it comes to something that we could take is, sells. Obviously, as you want to look for further sells, what I would want is kind of like what honestly happened here, but obviously we weren't on. What time does this happen at? 03. Take it out, invert to the downside like that. Pretty good. So something similar to that. So we'll keep our eye on NASDAQ. Let's go over to YM. Someone said can't hear you. Can you guys hear me? Everyone good? Everyone on YouTube do good. Let's go. I don't trade the New York Stock Exchange open. I trade shortly after. That's why I usually don't do it live. I know a lot of you guys are live trading. Then I wait till after. Going over to YM. Let's start on the 4 hour and let's break it down. Also, everyone on YouTube. People were asking yesterday like who I'm talking to or whatever. We have a free Discord where we're also live trading inside of, which the link is in the description. It's completely free, and that's where we have a lot of the people who are asking questions and whatnot. But obviously, it's good to have it on YouTube too to get more people, and it's also recorded for you guys to go back and watch. If you're someone who keeps seeing us win trades, catch bangers, and you're not going back and watching them, seeing like there's so many times that I'll break down the charts to the T. We'll wait, and it'll kind of do exactly what I kind of explained. If you guys go, and yeah, just you guys should know at this point. Back test, you'll be the best trader. Luca, what's your Insta? It's just LUCA.NOLIMIT. If you guys aren't following it yet, I don't know what you're doing. Make sure you guys shoot it a follow if you haven't yet. How many contracts should I use YM50K? Well, we don't know if we're trading on it yet, but for a 50K, I would trade YM, not YM, and I would do like 6, 4. YM is US 30. That's how I know you're not trading with the legacy account yet. Come on, guys. Everyone go get your legacy accounts. I had a coaching call right before this with some of the students and was explaining to, let's go back. A question was the difference between Forex and futures and what's the difference, what I recommend and whatnot. And this is coming from someone who obviously primarily, like I started in Forex. Forex is what I got profitable with. I traded GBP, JPY during London session. That's how I got like my start and actually when I started getting payouts and profitability. So I get it. I love trading Forex, but if you're someone who's trading on a Forex platform, but you're only trading gold in US 30 and NASDAQ, then there's no reason to. Of course, if you still trade GJ or stuff like that, then you can. But I just at this point don't know why you would still be trading on it. You have spread, manipulation price, and yeah, it's not as good. So I'll see bringing that up. How much is you guys can DM me if you guys when you spoke out to what up, Devin? I've already said it, but if you guys want to have any coaching or anything, you guys can just DM me separately. I don't take on just anyone. You can't just like join because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time, basically. Easy way to put it. Fake Luca messaged me yesterday and asking for gas money. What do you, bro? That was me. I need money for the Porsche. I'm joking. Yeah, guys. People who are DMing you, if it's me or Mamba or any other coaches or anything, guys, come on. You guys know better. Hey, congrats, but one more day till payout. Congrats, Devin. Big W's, bro. How's your trading journey been? I remember when you first were starting out, right? Am I tripping? Same Devin, right? From Pillar, I don't remember what Pillar, but yeah. I think I get risk for differences. Pillar 68, let's go. Represent. Yes, sir. Prior student, one more day to payout. I'd love to hear that, bro. Congrats on sticking with it. Continuing the journey. Hope you keep eating. Going over YM, guys. I see this huge move we had during New York coming up into these highs. I love how we took out this no wick on the 1 hour and then started to reverse. We did get a closure below this gap on the 1 hour, and we're kind of, trading back within equilibrium into here on YM. We're starting to move kind of sideways. I would love kind of a break above potentially. And then just kind of like how we talked about, right? Just kind of a break above a high and then continue to short. How do you calculate risk for every trade? They're different sizes. That's the video you sent about Legacy Explained. That one's not going to be in it. It's a different video, like it says contract sizing, but I do have a video on there. For doing it. Any discount codes for Legacy? Yeah, guys, use code LUCA for 20% off. You guys literally can get a 50K account for like $70-something. So I keep saying is it's super cheap. You're gonna get 0 spreads. This is the platform, so you guys haven't seen me use it. Super user friendly. Right click, you can put your sell limits, sell stops, buy stops. You can click on them, move them around, place them. It'll update in real time, obviously. One thing that is a slept on thing that we have at Legacy, I didn't even know that other firms, like guys, there's futures firms that I didn't even know that this happens. But like if you get into a trade and let's say like you won it or you lost it or whatever, your dashboard doesn't like update until like the end of day. It doesn't update in real time. Like what kind of freaking 1990s bullshit is that? You're telling me I can't take a trade and then it reflects in my dashboard? That's, come on. What are we talking about here? What's the video? You have to capture between money. When that is live, yes sir. Looking like on the first. What is it? Is the 24th right now? Lucid is not gonna lie. Does what? Oh, when it updates in real time. Okay, well maybe that's one, but still, like, you know, that's one. Like some of these big firms, I'm not gonna like say them. But I know two of them that are like huge names. Huge names. I'm like, what the fuck? What is the strategy you use called? It's called the 350 special. 1250 special. We just buy stop, sell stop at the 1250 candle, and whichever hits, we hit. No, I'm joking. I honestly just call it the in and out. From California, it makes sense. Wait for it. Liquidity sweep trend. Liquidity sweep. Then we're in and out. W forming on YM. I know. If we were like, this is where it gets tricky, is because, you know, you could argue like, oh, we're bullish because we took out the lows, led to a big push, but I'm looking at where we pushed from. Look at this high over here that I'm marking up right here. Go to the 1 hour. You see that we had no top wick, so it makes sense why we came up here to kind of take that out. And I'm thinking that we're kind of doing this. We like broke, retest currently to potentially come back down. It's called the in and out. Well, it's originally called the 3-step strategy, but a lot of people have freaking coined it and try to use it and think that they're goated. So I was like, you know what? I gotta be original. Like, you're gonna steal my swag. Like, at least call it the no limit. You know? You know? Come on. I'll see someone make a video on the 3-step. I'll check like his oldest videos, like 6 months old. It's like, bro, guys, you guys can go check I think my first YouTube video I dropped was like 2021. Like, I've been doing this too long. Come on now. No sell strategy, exactly. If you guys want to learn how to not sell and still make money, my course is now for only $20,000. No, I'm joking, but who wants to do like I've kind of brought it up before, but who wants me to do some sort of like a webinar or like a call with you guys where, like, you know, these are cool live trading calls, but where we actually kind of like teach or you guys learn or something. Dang, why is everyone in the chat saying that they don't want it? The 20% off of 150K funded. Yeah, guys, just use code LUCA. It's 20% off any account you guys go get. And like I say, is I literally use it on the stream, so you guys would be able to just like kind of do what I'm doing. Learn the contract sizing, all that type of stuff. That'd be awesome for a webinar. I know I wanted to do it, but the whole chat's just saying no. Like, I thought you guys would at least like be interested and want to learn a little bit, but everyone just keeps saying no, so it's all good. I'll do it maybe next year. I'm joking, I love y'all. You guys are lit. Copy train time soon. Let's freaking go. You guys are ready for the copy train. That fires me up. Oh my god, that's when we're gonna start seeing like you guys with those 50K payouts, 60K payouts. Give me freaking goated. Wait, if yes means no, then we don't want yeah. Bro, this volume, I know. So far on US 30, kind of slowed down. NASDAQ, you know, we're dumping. I'd rather kind of keep my attention on US 30 for now. That makes sense. What's your biggest payout you had? One single payout or like a cumulative? Because I used to. You guys gotta think is, bro. I've been in this. I literally think back to this. It's actually funny because I on Google Sheets I literally came across. I have a Google Sheets. It says it's from 2022 that shows like kind of like my income, like different whatever. Because I tracked, and some of the names on there you would laugh at, like some of the prop firms that were there that aren't around, like those Forex prop firms. So funny. But I used to copy trade on MetaTrader. Back when MetaTrader was completely legal in the US from 2022, I mean, honestly, to like 2024. A lot. But yeah, I would track across each one, what it was. I had a copy trader. There was one time I had a copy trader once with like over 2.4 mil on it. And if you guys don't like, go ask Nick too. Nick's been around for long enough where Nick saw that, honestly, when I had at like the biggest point. Ugh. You gotta think it was easier to accumulate funds back then too, is because like Forex platforms would do 500k accounts and 400k accounts and shit, which is pretty fucking crazy. MetaTrader not legal anymore. Technically, like for US people, you're not supposed to be able to use it. But that's why also, FX and whatever. That's why I say, guys, this futures is like the big bro. You kind of get in with Forex, you learn everything you can, get your payouts, you whatever. But then when you switch to, it's like going from like internship to like CEO. I don't know how to put it. It took me longer. Like you got to think, because I came from Forex. That's why I'm preaching it. It's not like I started in futures and I'm preaching it. No, I did Forex, and when I made the switch, we just were talking about that on the coaching call before, that like, I used to trade GJ during London session, and that shit would take me like 30, 45 minutes to get into a trade, hit a 1 to 2, whatever. I'd way rather trade with good volume on pairs like NASDAQ, US 30, gold, because when we get in, first off, the setups, when it comes to like my 3-step strategy I was telling you guys about, plays out way better, but we're also figuring out way faster when we're hitting our targets, When is legacy copy trading the update this year? When does legacy? What does that mean, the update to see the risk amount? But the copy train's looking to come on the first, guys. You guys have like less than 6 days. Any trades yet? No, we're looking at US 30. Ever since we've been on here, this is all we've been kind of seen, is this kind of consolidation. It's obviously why we're not in anything. Looking for a clean push. I like on the higher time frames, potentially moving our way down. On the 1 hour, we're kind of in between. We melted super hard. We tried to have this kind of bullish push back up, even once again, and it looks like we're starting to flip. So we're at the 1 hour flip right now. It's just, I would say there's no clear entry. What I would want to see is some sort of liquidation of a high and then inversion to the lows. I guess this is actually one I see right here that we moved off of. This is at the 1 hour flip, but if this high would have went like this, then we would be in some sort, a little bit more of like a V shape recovery, like flipped though, obviously, after taking out the highs. So, like I said, as I'm not looking for it. A hooking account is not a funded account to the copy trading. Yes, you can. You'll be able to. Let's say you have a funded account, but you want to attach it to a valuation to be able to make profits while passing it. Yeah, 100%. I recommend copy trade them all, get them all funded. And then if you want to copy trade them once they're all funded, obviously it's going to lead to a bigger payout. But I always say that, like, back when I told you guys that I had a copy trader with like 2.4 mil, guys, you guys think I was trading the whole thing all at once? No. What I would do is I'd have batches. I would have certain batches get to a payout, leave those alone, wait for the payout, submit them, go to the other batch, run those up, get that one, rinse and repeat. Thought there was an update coming out where you can see the amount you're risking and how many ticks you're. That's coming on the new plot. That's coming. Same time. It's so cool, guys. I've gotten to see it. Oh, wait, we just took out this high. Literally exactly what I talked about. The only difference is we don't really have. Let's go on a 30-second. It's just choppy. Like, what is this? I have a funded group and an eval group. Exactly. You know, if you know, you know. Like I said, guys, I like how we kind of liquidated. We're kind of starting to move down. But I wouldn't rate this like a high probability. Like, there's a lot of times, that, you know, we'll get into a trade. I'll tell you guys, all right, this is kind of an A plus, that this is a B plus, like whatever. The thing that makes this more of like a C setup is, first off, selling against, I guess, this trend. But then the second is the volume. Is no matter what, you could have an A plus setup. If there's no volume, it could turn into a, you know, nothing. So starting to go a bit. I should ask, why not ride LUCA if you already have capital as your main? I trade live now. I'm just talking about on my come up, guys. You got to think, I've been trading from, you know, 2020. I got into it and I only knew about live accounts. I had no idea what prop firms were for so long. Got into prop firms, and that's how I was able to, like, that's how you get ahead, in my opinion, is that if you don't have capital to start, it is so hard turning a little amount into a lot. Prop firms is what did that for me. Good, nice sell off there, guys. Like I said, is the only thing we're missing is kind of the, you know, entry criteria. I dropped down to the 30-second and found kind of an inversion right here, but that's about it. After that, I'm not here just trying to say like, oh, it should go bear, whatever, guys. Like, I always will reiterate, I take on my live money all the calls that I tell to you guys. So if I'm getting into it, I'm confident in it. If I'm not getting into it, it's because I don't want to risk my live money for it. You know, so I hope you guys at least know that, right? Is that I'm not willing to put my money into it. I'm not willing to call it to you guys. That account 30 pretty good, or would you still use a prop firm? That's what I'm saying though, is that if you have that much capital, bro, I would invest in freaking having someone to help you grow it. Like, if you're on your own, you could blow it, bro. You need kind of a coach to help you with that, because I could tell you right now and give you advice about, oh, well, you have the 30K, you should risk this amount, go for this, whatever. Bro, if you're just by yourself, what are the chances you're gonna follow that? You know, I would hate for you to put that much money in it with no discipline, no kind of whatever, and blow it. Like, I'm just being honest with you guys. You need someone there to help you, hold you accountable, make sure you're not crashing out. I always say, guys, trading is the one kind of job that you can make a doctor's salary in a day. Literally. But guess what? It's also the only kind of income that you could blow years of progress in a crash out. Literally. Yeah, 30K was. All right, Philip. Yeah, bro, maybe just, like I said, shoot me a DM, bro. Maybe I can take a look and at least point you in the right direction to see what you're doing wrong, if it's your risk, if you're too big of a lot size. But yeah, I don't want you to go over that. A discipline video on YouTube too explains how you need to act and move. Exactly. Right, text you. Here, bro, just on Discord. I need more discipline. I got emotional. Like, oh my god. Already about the coaching. Look at the yeah, I got you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know today. I actually have some time today that I can go through and maybe answer you if you guys do have any personal questions. You can reach out to me here. Like I'll just type in here, say here in the chat. Literally just like click on my name and just shoot a DM. Sales played out very well, guys. Like I said, is that we kind of had a lack of volume. We've been absolutely moving completely sideways. Actually, I want to ask this. This would be a good learning lesson. What fueled the move? Everyone who was here watched my breakdown, explain why I was interested in this. What fueled the move? Topic on the 12. Yeah, so I want to test you guys. I'm really glad. This is like the first time I've asked a question and actually multiple of you guys have all answered it correctly. Usually like some of you guys will think one thing, some of you think the other thing. Guys, earlier, if you go back in the stream, we had price come up here, make these equal highs, come back up, and we failed to take out these highs. So even though we inverted here and started to sell off, I literally said off this inversion, like, you know what? We didn't take any liquidity, not interested in it. I want us to see us like liquidate against it, whatever. Literally like right after I said that, we were down in this area. We came out, took out the highs to the T. What was missing? Some sort of fair value gap to play off of. You see here how I see none? Well, guess what? I went down to the 30-second. If you see on the 30-second, you see from this high right here. So I'm going to do it right here. This high to this low. I hope you guys can see this area right here. This place right here is a what? Is a gap that we created that took out highs. So once we see the strong bearish closure below is exactly why I put my entry here. Because in any sort of thing, this is what you look for is consolidation, basically accumulation, manipulation, wait for that gap, and then what do you aim for? You target the lows, draw on liquidity. So pretty good AMD model. No, I did not get into it. I explained it. You guys can go back. I'm just saying, I asked you guys what fueled the move. What I thought was missing is if you go to the 5-minute, you know, on the 30-second, it looks good. If you go to the 5-minute, does this look like really good price action? Like I told you guys, is that if I'm not willing to put my money into it, I'm not going to call, you know, I'll break stuff down. I'll try and teach you guys. I'll try and make you guys better trades or better traders. But this to me, yeah, barcode. It's way different when you look at it on the 5-minute or the 15 and you're like, whatever. But then you go to the 30-second and it does look good. But a lot of you guys out there who still trade with spreads and stuff, I don't even know if you can trade the 30-second. You have to be on Legacy. Legacy you can. You come over to here. I rarely do it, but you come into here, change down the 30-second. And honestly looked very good on YM. 30-second. So going over here on Legacy for anyone who has their Legacy chart up is we had price go bullish, but we took out that no wick over here on the hourly where we closed below on the hourly. We came up again, retested, broke below, came back, and then we just started accumulating. Right when we got on the charts, it was just sideways, sideways, sideways. Until what? We had that push above that liquidated these equal highs, and then we inverted on the way down right here, and that's all she wrote. Here to here. You know? There will be plenty more, exactly. That's what I always tell myself, guys. A lot of you guys think that trading's like oh dang, I missed a trade today. I'm never gonna see that trade again. Bro. You guys know how many trades we've gotten into and that we will continue to get into? What about NASDAQ? Oh, NASDAQ actually came back in. I'm glad that we I'm glad we didn't give it a shot here. Let's mark this up. Maybe we can look for the similar thing. Take out here, invert to the downside. Do we have a 30-second gap anywhere? Oh my god, no, this is so choppy. NASDAQ's pretty choppy. Oh yeah. Well, I see that already, like, 50 people already left because we didn't take that trade. It's like, guys, you can't force anything. We're still here. What if a new thing presents itself and we catch a freaking banger? They're gonna be mad they left. I know. I wish we could just come to stream and sit here and I just snap my fingers and we catch a freaking banger. But sometimes we have to stay patient. I'd rather be patient and call you guys a trade that I'm confident in than vice versa. What do you guys think about gotta send your hand some days? Yeah, it's just it has to do with the strategy. Obviously, YM, the only thing I explained is it's not that I didn't have to do with the strategy. I didn't like the volume. We were moving so sideways on the 5 and 15. That's it. We still broke it down to the T. We still waited for the liquidation. It did invert, and then it just sold without us. Why? Because I just didn't like the volume with it. You can get in the best trade possible. If there's not volume to push it to profits, I don't know what to do. Ernest, I still don't quite understand what was going on. John, you got to tune into it was inverting because, so there's bro, like I said, guys, we got to do like we got to do a webinar, so I'm going to teach you guys. But basically here, we're on the 5-minute on NASDAQ. You see that we sold off here, and before we broke below these lows, what do? We created a gap. How do you know there's a gap? Is because this candle came down, formed this bottom, then we had this big meltdown, and what do? This high never closed above this high. So like there's a big gap in the market here. What ends up happening off the gap is that we break, we retest into it, and there's times that if you're bearish and this is a bearish gap, is that it can break, retest, continue sells. Well, there's another thing called inverting a fair value gap, which is what? Which is instead of us respecting it and tapping off of it and going, we wait for a clean closure above. Why? Because if we have enough volume to close above the gap, that's going to tell us that, you know what, this might not actually be a rejection area. This might be a potential entry that we can look for, and price wants to continue up. But guess what? As of now, look at us. We're still rejecting. Even though we broke above it, you have to wait for a candle closure above to confirm that it actually is an inverse value gap. If it decides to close within here, well then guess what? That's not a strong closure. Whereas of now, what is this? This is strong volume and will lead to a strong closure above. Are you posting these on YouTube? Yeah, guys, this is on the Legacy YouTube. All these are recorded on the Legacy YouTube. Why do you use TradingView to watch the markets opposed to watch the markets on Legacy? Surprisingly, the real reason is because of the audience. A lot of people who watch are beginners where they don't really understand that. Like, there's times that I get in strictly on the Legacy, like during Asia or whatever, and people will be confused if I'm buys or sells or whatever. TradingView is where we can actually chart up, put our potential positions, and this is what people want to see. They want to see the long and short tool. And whatever. I would be fine just doing this. I don't need to see the long and short tool. I can get in, put my TP and SL, but it's different, you know. I trade daily in front of thousands of people. Right? MOC in 10, right? Am I the only one that likes Legacy Bench? Yeah, I like it too. Does the strategy only work with futures you can use in Forex? Like I said, I came from Forex. I started in Forex. I'm not taking these buys on NASDAQ, guys. I'll let you guys know. We can go over in here. You could see YM. That was beautiful sells. Like I said, I'm not going to go back. We usually don't trade the 30 seconds. There's no reason for us to been in that. You know what I'm saying? But how do you decide a good volume amount? Well, first thing you could check is the ATR. I don't know if you guys saw, but back on US 30 when we were looking to take a trade. This was such slow. We had such a low ATR in this area. We were just moving very sideways, whatever. Obviously, it's picked up now that we melted. But be honest, looking at the ATR, you can tell by the candles. Like I said, is that we're on the 1 minute. If you go to the 5 minute, all we were doing is we started off low, kind of moved higher, kind of moved lower, then we kind of moved higher, and then we moved lower. Like there was, it was just really consolidated and led to a clean break. You know. Why are you 601 when I used to? Just goated. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a smaller stop loss. I'm risking more. But yeah, why I'm starting to go. Do we have any gaps here? See, like this would be kind of perfect. Like this isn't that big of a gap. We have a miniature little bit of a inverse right here. Right? We could see if it retests. Like, let's see what happens when we take out these lows. If we can retest back up in here. Did we close below 5:15? Oh, 15 minutes flipping back bearish. YM is a sell again. I would give your attention to NASDAQ because NASDAQ looks like we sold off. We pulled back. And fuck, just a little late on it again. Jesus. I guess it's close to 1250 candle anyways. Don't really like being in for the end of day. YM's a sell again. I just wouldn't sell all the way at the lows. Maybe if we break all the way down in here with like a major close, but no trade was not win for me, not gonna lie, yes sir. Easy. And can't you have 29400 for sells? Oh yeah, on this retest. I think I'm gonna wait for this 15 minute, but maybe we should give it a go. What is this? It's on NQ. MNQ. Maybe just go lighter risk. How big of a step would that be? Oh no, it's huge today. What the heck? 50 points? What the hell is that? I like the way we, took this out. Let's see if we maybe can come up into here. We're kind of retracing the discount, guys. We tapped right off of it. See how this 15-minute candle opens up. Maybe we'll give this sells a shot. Be a quick move. Took out this candle high. Oh, come on. All right, let's give it a shot, guys. I'm in 6 contracts. Let's just give it a go. Why not? Buy stop up in this area. Looking for this 15-minute to flip bearish. We waited patiently all day. Let's see if we can get an end of day little sell-off. What do you guys think? You guys think we took liquidity below? You guys think we're going to become liquidity? What's the verdict? Oh wow, that was a bad entry. I was hoping this 15-minute was going to flip bearish, and we're doing kind of the absolute opposite. Wow. You guys didn't get in? I'm liquidity. I know. I know. We'll see. 350 incoming? I know. I was hoping we'd be in enough profit by then that we would get out before the 1250. A lot can happen in 5 minutes. So we'll see. Brutal though. Hold. I don't know, because you got to think, is the 1250 candle is known for what? Liquidating and then going back in its original direction. So we literally could just like highs and go. I thought maybe, you know, we took out these highs, broke below, retest within here, and I'm looking for this 15-minute to kind of go down, but it didn't want to. Became liquidity. I know. It is what it is. Let's actually just do this here too. I'll just put a what's it called? We're in so a buy limit in case this 1250 candle just like shoots us straight down. We ride together, we die together. 41 for life. I love that. Should we get shirts that say that? Like I said, I was hoping this 15-minute was going to melt off so that we could be stops to break even before this 1250 candle, but it looks like we're going to be in for quite the treat today, guys. My stop loss is super high, hoping it'll drop down. Yeah, like if we break above these highs, you know, it should be invalid. I have it up in here because I drew this fib, where you could see the fib level is up here at 29434. So it's even a little tighter than 294. Yeah, it's just right above these highs. It is what it is. Play with my emotions. Now, I mean, we could have... I always got to say, guys, that 1250 candle is not usually our friend. But who knows? Hearts pounding when I risk. That means you're risking too much, though. If you get into a trade and you're getting a little bit like, you know, you're sweating, you're a little scared of it, like whatever, it usually means you might be over risked. Because every trade you should get into and be able to be like, you know what? If I lose this trade, I will be fine. That's how you should go into every trade. If you're going into a trade like this is it, then that's definitely a scary trade. You just go to happens. Hey, bro, don't jinx us. We haven't lost yet. Think you'll drop or should we get out? I'm a believer in when you get into a trade, you kind of just you got into the trade with the idea of I'm going to let this trade do its thing. I think it's going to go from point A to point B. If you get out in between, then it's usually an emotion thing, right? I know for a fact that if you closed here in drawdown and this melted to TP, that might be worse than the loss. You know? So I know that like we're in drawdown, but guess what, guys? I mean, it's fucking trading. You know? I wish every trade could just be straight to TP. Ugh, I hope we can hold it like until the 1250 candle though. If this takes me out before then, don't do it. Ten, 9, 8, 7, no. 6, 5, 4, don't do it to us. Oh, GG's. Oh, it didn't fill me yet. And I'm out. GG's. I thought maybe we were going to wick above and fly back down. That would have been crazy, but it is what it is. End of day push. What did US 30 end up doing? Yeah, it's just crazy. The consolidating pair is the one that ended up, but you know, 1250 candles known for liquidating and going back. So even though we kind of jumped up here and took out the highs, it still could absolutely turn around. So the reason for this trade, you might help me explaining. Yeah, we can go over a trade breakdown. So first off, trend is overall bearish. Wasn't really trying to buy against it. Yes, we kind of came down here, but you got to think, is that sellers that push price from here to here, where are their stop losses? Above these highs. So we have two kind of confirmations. We have a gap that we are rejecting off of, Oh, wait, hold on. Hello? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Wait one second. Sorry, my fiance called. So similar to so overall bearish, you guys got to understand that these highs got liquidated. So what usually happens is that we came out, took these highs, moved lower. So people who got into sells over here, I think, all right, well, their stop loss is going to be up in this area. So because we were looking at US 30 and US 30 did a similar thing where we kind of took out the highs, made these lower highs and dumped, I was like, you know what? NASDAQ came all the way up, took out these highs pretty aggressive. Like, you know, let's just replay price. I know it's easy to say it once it's kind of going whatever. But I liked the way that, you know, look at price right here. Overall bearish, came up, melted. We came all the way up, took out these highs, melted down, where I thought this was going to do what? It was more of a break here, retest, and then go to the lows. So this is like, you know, how the market moves. Lower highs, lower lows, higher highs, higher lows. What ended up happening? Price came up. It rejected this kind of perfectly within here. So I gave us an entry here. Candle by candle, you'll see we kind of came up, bullish, came back down, came back up. And then, yeah, so all she wrote, like I said, is that I'm not like too mad about it. The only thing is timing, right? Is that we already know 1250 candle is not on our side. It is what it is. We'll be back tomorrow for another banger. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. Like I said, every single day, no matter what, I hope you guys are at least learning something. I'm trying to think why this would just go bullish from here. Like, yes, we took out these lows, but they're not like major. I guess we're just holding over here. I thought we would continue, take out these lows, but we're really just like holding it pretty hard. So, Luca, please give me a 6-7 now. Can I say there were a few candles that the 5-minute gap was inverted, right? It was inverted. It was inverted, but what I was still playing off of was 15-minute candles. If you go to the 15-minute, I really liked how we, you know, basically broke, retested, and it looked like we literally were retesting here to flip back bearish and continue sells. So, yes, buyers are coming in, but as you could see, I mean, I think we all can agree that the trend is pretty bearish. It's not like it was overall bearish and we tried to buy and got clapped. Literally just tried to get in with the trend and it flipped. But it is what it is, guys. Hope you guys had a good hour. Thanks for the explanation. Yes, sir. Luca, no sales. I know, right? Yes, sir. No big deal back at the. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and plans. Yeah, like I said, guys, I always say is that I always want to get into a trade that, like I said, is the only thing I would say about this is timing. If we took this at like 12:30, I would be better. 12:50, 12:45. Sheesh. That's just, might just put that in the rules, but it is what it is. I appreciate y'all that you guys for coming to the stream, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Peace out, gang. Deuces. I was just calling you. Hi. Hi.
Daddy. Hi, my love.
How are you?
I'm really good. How was the training?
I lost.
No, it's okay. Pocket, guess what? I think I know what we need to do from now. From now we're doing glow.
I need you here.
Yeah.
I literally said when you left because there was no like money flowing before or anything. Not actually.
What?
No, I know, but over the phone is different. Baby, we are teammates forever. I like to make myself. Oh, I'm still on YouTube too. That's hilarious. Yeah, I took a loss. Love y'all. At least I'm honest. You see, I haven't told my fiance. But YouTube, you guys are the best. And I'll see you guys back on the next one. Peace out, gang. Deuces.